guys, Cameron here from Team Dusky. We're just wanting to go over a little bit of a bank fishing technique that we've been working on this spring in the high water. It's triple killer fish on a rig set up very similar to our wobbler or our spin glows, but just done a little bit differently. We can start with two different options, either about a 2+ pound rock tied with 10 to 15 pound breakaway. Now this serves as a very solid weight that when the fish bites, it will actually break loose from your rod and you're fighting the fish and just your lures. The other option is to come in with a sandbag. Now this is a release sandbag. So this same deal, the fish hits, you set the hook, it releases, and will in turn empty going about 2 feet from there. Not the typical 5 feet with a wobbler rig or the typical 1 foot or so with the spin glow rig. Going about the 2 foot range to help this killer fish get up off the bottom. That's where we're going 2.5 feet to a size 0 spin glow. From there we're going 2.5 feet again to a KF14 killer fish. The reason for this spin glow here is to help elevate this first one off the bottom a little bit, and that's also the reason for the length here, is that's what we found really gets it in the zone, right there about 1.5 feet, 2 foot off the bottom. From there, we come into a 6 foot length of 50 pound maxima, and then again another 3-way swivel. From that 3-way swivel, we're then running 5 feet with nothing in between to another KF14. Now at that elevation, the KF14 is going to run about perfect without a float. Where we go from there is again another 6 foot section up to another 3-way swivel. For the 3-way swivels, we like to use 2/0 and 1/0, generally the largest sizes you can find. And again, another 5 foot section. Now, but the difference here is what we're going to do is we're going to go to a KF15 or a KF16. Both of these options dive more than a K14, and what it allows you to do is get this higher one that's up in the zone down into the zone and fish more effectively, while these ones are going to be running and trying to be raised up. This one's going to come down into the zone and fish real well for you. Alright, for this technique we're going to actually have to do a few alterations to the killer fish. Now, with a 3 lure setup, you actually have to only be fishing 1 physical hook. You can't run 2 hooks per plug. So what we're doing is we're dropping the belly hook and we're adding a Siwash in a 4/0 size for KF14s on an 80 pound barrel swivel. Now as we move up in size to the KF15 or KF16, we're running a standard treble off the back end just on the normal split ring and still dropping the belly hook. Now the reason for this is we've actually had a little bit better success with the treble on the KF15s. We feel like they tend to go for the butt a little bit more so than the entire plug, and it just seems to stick fish a little bit better on the bigger plugs and makes them fish a little bit better. We have yet to figure that one out, but it does seem to be fishing better with a treble on the 15s and a single on the 14s. But make sure that you do not have 2 hooks on any of these killer fish. Alright guys, well that's a wrap for the killer fish bank fishing how-to. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to contact us via Facebook or Instagram. And make sure after you watch this video, you go check out our other videos and like and subscribe all of our pages. Thanks guys, good luck out there.